The following video contains sensitive topics. The views and opinions of the presenter to these are plainly his own. Furthermore, any and all views and opinions of the presenter do not in any way reflect the views, opinions, statements, and advocacies of his personal contacts, his family, his affiliations, and his profession. This disclaimer is also written in the description below. Well, the time has come for me to say this, or actually sing this. It's time to learn geography. No! Yes, Keith, I'm also a metalhead. Hi guys, Ian here, and welcome back to another Salty Reactions. Sa wakas, dumating din ang inaabangan nating mga Pilipino. The Philippines episode of Geography Now was released a few days ago, and at the point of this recording, dalawa pa lang ang nagre-react na YouTubers, and both of them are foreigners. So, hindi ko alam kung ako ang pinaka maswerteng tao sa bagay na to, pero I might be the first Filipino to react to this, and I don't know. Sana maayos yung pag-e-edit ko dito, and I would like to make minimal edits for this as much as possible para ma-upload ko na siya kaagad. So, bago ko simulan to, if this is going to be a spoiler alert actually, bago nyo to panoorin, hindi ko kasi dito live reaction kasi pinanood ko siya habang ginagawa yung script. So if ever you would like to watch the video first, I will link it up on the description below. Basta and might as well subscribe to Geography Now as well. They have they've been doing this for a few years now, and it's very informative, especially for those who are geography geeks like me. So yun, isa pa, I was supposed to wear the black t-shirt na support our troops kasi may Philippine flag doon. The t-shirt that was circulated during the Battle of Marawi. Sayang hindi ko siya suot ngayon kasi nga nasuot ko siya, and I was thinking na pag-uwi ko mare-release na yung video, pero hindi pala. So the next best thing is my ROTC t-shirt. So may Philippines naman dyan. So yeah. Ganun pa rin, same message pa rin. Before we go ahead, as I said, if ever you are not yet watching the Philippines episode of Geography Now, watch it right now. Pause this video, watch that video right now. You can check it up on the description below. Tapos pag tapos na kayo, saka kayo bumalik sa akin, okay? Hihintayin ko kayo. Okay, so once kung napanood nyo na, we're back in business. Let's get it started, okay? So you might notice that Geography Now always have the regular country episodes always have this comical intro na medyo depende kasi sa sa mga bansa yun . For the Philippines episode, it just so happened that Barb's partner in crime in this YouTube channel, his name is Ken, kababayan pala natin. So kumbaga parang he really instilled on this, and it would be very it's very good that Barb's has actually have him on that episode. So yun. Okay, so if ever they have wrong spellings, mispronunciations, misrepresentations, and wrong pictures on that episode, please, mga kababayan, cut them some slack. Lalo na si Ken kasi, ewan ko kung nakakatungtong na siya ng Pilipinas, pero just, I mean, let's just say that they tried to make it as accurate as possible, and possibly they will make some clarifications on the follow-up episode or the follow-up video that they will have, which is Fan Friday. So dun itatakal yung bandila natin, plus they will be opening up some packages and letters and all that the geographies, the fans of that channel sent to the gang. So yun, so yun lang naman masasabi ko. So nakakalahati na ako. I really would like to get this as short as possible, so let's move on. Now, are Filipinos Asian or Pacific Islander? Yun yung tanong ni Barbs dun sa sa, or ni Ken dun sa sa mismong video. So Ken sees himself as a Filipino or as a half Filipino, as a Pacific Islander. Pero come to think of it, we're actually both. We're both Asian and Pacific Islander kasi the Philippines is a melting pot kung tutusin. Kasi we might be of Austronesian or origins, but we have Indian and Chinese influences before the Spaniards came in, and as well as the Americans, and got ourselves into this situation. So yun lang. Now, dun sa physical geography or sa parang political geography or whatever, or demographic, whatever. Hindi ko kasi ano yung, pero kasi apat na segments. Sa first segment nung episode na yun, I'm going to tackle the the political geography. So yung political geography ng bansa natin, and they have a cool explanation on the Spratlys. Lahat ng mga episodes na medyo involved yung mga claimants sa Spratly Islands, talagang ginawa nila ng ganong klaseng comic skit na nagrarambulan sila. And the last time that I saw it, it was in the Malaysia episode, I guess. So yun. That's how complicated the situation is. Doon naman sa Scarborough Shoal shit, medyo accurate din na nakakatawa, and parang pinatamaan nila yun dun sa recent na fishing incident skit. I did the piece on that earlier. I might link it up here or dun lang sa description sa baba. Bahala na. As for the areas that are a bit famous, or the places that are yung mga pinupunta ng mga Pilipino, I do understand that they have to miss out a lot of them, pero yeah, kasi kulang din sila sa oras. At ako rin, kulang din ako sa oras, so pinapahapyawan ko na lang din to. As for Star City, yes guys, the few hours before they uploaded the video, Star City was gutted by fire. Parang ang mga investigasyon dito, sabi ng ilan aksidente, pero may mga iba na nagsasabi na putya, arson to. Sinadya itong sunog na to. But it's very sad that Star City has to go up in flames, and nobody wants that amusement park to close down, lalo na magpapasko, guys. I mean, Kaya na-fuel yung na-fuel yung ano na yun yung conspiracy na arson siya, hindi aksidente. So, that's a story for another video. We'll tackle the episode first, okay? So, abangan nyo na yung sasabihin ko tungkol sa Star City, okay? So, moving on. As for the Philippines being being someone who is, being a Filipino is someone who is waterproof, tama. Barbs and Ken are actually accurate on that. Lalo na sa not exactly diving. Lalo na yung, kasi parang feature nila yung yung isang video, I think this was in the Southeast Asian Games, the previous one, wherein the diver basically just did some random somersaulting and landed on his freaking back. So parang sobrang nakaka-cringe yun. Anyway, yeah, so ayun nga, we're basically waterproof, and the fact na puro isla ta kasi itong bansa natin, matik na kumbaga. So, let's go on to food. Sayang marami mga na-miss out na pagkain, lalo na ang ensaymada at suman. Kasi, yun talaga, kumbaga, mas mas typical or mas frequent siya eh. Pero, so, I'm really sad that it was not included, but, as I said, kulang sila sa oras. They cannot name everything. So, yun lang. So, yung unang punyeta ko sa episode na yun. But nabawi naman nila sa Jollibee. So Jollibee is literally everywhere in the world, so they cannot miss that. They can never miss that. And the fact na Ken detail that he met Barbs on a Jollibee in California, kasi taga California itong mga to or sa California naka-base yung mga creators ng geography now So yun, matik na rin talaga yun. And as for the puto thing, lo siento mucho mi hermanos Latinos, on behalf of the Filipino people, kasi puto is actually an Indian inspired Filipino rice cake, and I understand that we all understand that the female term for that is a common derogatory word for all of us. So hindi ko nasasabihin, but puto for Filipinos is not a derogatory word. It is a rice cake dessert for us, okay? So I would like to make that clear. Okay, so I'm back on my usual place where I record. And kasi dumating din ng mga magulang ko, so off ko kasi yun Anyway, so basically, dun sa part na the mix-up of who we are, dun sa demographics, the way they started it out, yung sasabi niya na Filipinos have Spanish names. That's correct. We speak English. Halata naman. We celebrate an Austronesian culture. Di ako masyadong aware doon, pero yeah, everything's kind of related. From up north in the Aboriginals of Taiwan, down south to the Torres Strait Islands in Australia, to the east of us would be the Micronesians and Polynesians and Melanesians, and in the west, the Malagasy people of Madagascar. So, kahit pa paano, we're all related on that part. So, as for cooking Chinese, medyo na-miss out nila kasi na yung Binondo. Because Binondo is basically Manila's Chinatown and the oldest Chinatown in the world. Sayang nila na ano yun, na mention yun. But as I said, sobrang kulang sila sa oras. So I gotta give it to them. So yun. As for the driving part, we drive on the right side of the road, but during our Commonwealth years, we once drove on the left side. So, yun lang naman ang addition ko doon. As for the syllable ba, nakakatawa lang kasi there's this noodle company or food company called Lucky Me na ginawa nila talaga ng TV commercial din yung ano na yun, yung baba 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 ba baba baba alam mo yun, yung nakakatawa lang talaga. Nakakatawa lang yung part na yun. As for the scripts, many historians would actually correct geography now kasi Eskayan happens to be a fake language script in Bohol. So, historians here might not agree with that. But as for Baybayin, Kurditan, and all other scripts, yun plausible pa talaga. As for Chinese ancestry, it all started with the Kapampangans, and then punta lang ng punta yung mga inchik dito sa Pilipinas, and ganoon talaga, nahawaan din ang karamihan sa mga Pilipino dito. So as I said, they left out Binondo, so sayang hindi nila na mention yun. Their graph on that the Philippines is the most Christian country, the most Christian country in Asia, that's correct. As for the Protestants in the Philippines, dadagdagan ko lang din to kasi they ran out of time din talaga. So all of the Protestants in the Philippines are divided into four: the Anglicans, the Presbyterians, the Evangelicals, and the cults. So yung Anglicans dito, basically sila yung mga Episcopalians, yung mga taga-Iglesia Filipina Independiente, because they're part of the Anglican Communion, and other sacramental or liturgical Protestants who still administer sacraments and all that. So currently ako nandun ako sa ganong klaseng apostolate, so kaya medyo alam ko rin. So yun, Presbyterians, karamihan dito ay mga taga Visayas kasi dun yata nag establish ang mga Presbyterians. Pati yung mga Baptists, sinama ko na rin dito sa part na to ng mga Filipino Protestants. Evangelicals, ito yung pinakamalaking percentage ng mga Protestante dito sa Pilipinas. You can see them everywhere in the Philippines, but for some reason we're still predominantly Catholic. And the cults, may mga sumusulpot, may mga established. Hindi ko na siya specify, pero it exists. Yun lang masasabi ko doon. Doon sa sinabi nila na the Christmas season in the Philippines is the longest in the world, tumpak sila doon. Talagang September pa lang Pasko na. Yun yung ano doon. Yun yung mood dito sa Pilipinas. Pagdating na ng September, magsimula na tayo magplano para sa Pasko. Yun. For the beauty pageants. It's sad that they have left out Reina Hispano-America, wherein we've also had at least one lady who won in that competition. So, pangalawang punyeta na yun. And, good thing Ken mentioned Manny Pacquiao. We all know Pacquiao. Now you know. Ayun. As for music, it's quite disappointing. A bit disappointing, actually, that Keith wasn't involved in this episode. Kasi he might be educated as well on the traditional Filipino music that we have here. And they've also missed out on the rock and heavy metal genres, where as rising stars or rising scenes in the music industry here in the Philippines. So sayang. As for the controversies, they're accurate as fuck. Sobrang accurate. Talagang marami ang magsasabi na shoot. Marami matitrigger dun sa ano na yun. Pero as they said, they're not sugarcoating everything here. Dun sa mispronunciation ng pangalan ng presidente, dun pa lang, marami na magko-comment dun. Paktay ka diha. As for the Moro conflict, it's just sad, it's just disappointing as well that they have not mentioned the Battle of Marawi. For some reason, I don't know, siguro hindi nila masyadong alam din yung ano na yun, yung mismong details tungkol doon. And as for the culture of Filipinos wherein everyone is family, I guess they're right about that. Kasi talaga namang pamilya din naman talaga tayo, mga Pilipino. A dysfunctional family at best dahil nga sa minsan nagkaka-away din tayo, marami tayong mga ginagawa or mga disagreements, lalo na sa mga political issues and all that. But still, pamilya pa rin tayo. Yun naman ang tama doon sa ano na yun, sa sinabi na yun. As for history, yun nga, nung minention nila na Marcos transition from president to dictator, marami matitrigger, lalo na yung mga loyalists. So you're gonna my message to Barbs and Ken, prepare for the onslaught of the loyalists. That's just me. As for people, ito yung ikatlong punyeta ko. They didn't mention the Luna brothers. Specifically Juan and Antonio. Juan being the painter, or the famous painter, Antonio being the pharmacist who became a general. Excuse me. And they didn't mention Lea Salonga at all. I mean, jeez. She's famous everywhere, and yet geography now missed out Lea Salonga. So, punyeta lang talaga. But, yeah, I mean, they're running out of time, so I have to give that a consideration as well. For the friend zone, ito yung medyo tricky kasi it's good that they didn't mention that we are having the government is kowtowing to China, to Red China, that is, or the People's Republic of China. And good thing that they haven't mentioned they've not mentioned a single bit about China. So good on them. Yun lang masasabi ko. Uh, as for cousin countries, they missed out that Micronesia, Palau, and ano ba isa? Hindi ko na maalala. Basta yung Marshall Islands, all of them were part of the Spanish East Indies, lalo na yung Palau. And good thing that they have mentioned that in the Palau episode as well. But yeah, it's just disappointing they didn't bring that up as well. As for the Hispanic countries, I am very touched na nun sa part na come on, uh, you're Catholic, you eat flan, and you every fifth word that you say is Spanish, so you're part of us. I mean, that's very touching. I mean, that's a very touching touch. Yun. Ayun lang. It's a very accurate explanation on the friendship or the diplomatic relationship that we Filipinos have in Mexico, because it's accurate as well. Kasi yun nga, the Manila Acapulco Galleon trade, and pasensya na nakakahawak na ako ng tripod and all that. Yun nga, the Manila Acapulco trade, as well as the other influences that are predominantly more Mexican than Spanish, especially Dia de los Muertos, at napapanahon din dahil malapit na ang Ondas. So I'm thinking Dia de los Muertos is actually the Mexican origin of of our obsession with Halloween or Undas. So yeah, it all interconnects. As for the best friends part, it's good that they have mentioned South Korea. Kasi the democratic Koreans are very much indebted to us, because dahil dun sa tinulungan natin sila nung Korean War. So sayang din nila na mention yun, but halata naman na we've been exchanging medals, we've been exchanging cultures, we've been exchanging everything from the South Koreans to be exact. And I really hope that more Filipinos would realize that we have fought for them during the Battle of Yultong. I mean, everyone retreated, but we fought. And that's also the reason why Barbs, who is actually Korean, to be honest, and Ken, who is half Filipino, they're also friends. I mean, na ano ba, napakita ba dun sa episode na yun yung kahalagahan ng friendship nila. And I'm really happy that they have also mentioned that we have this mutual appreciation between Filipinos and Koreans, especially because we speak English better. But on the other hand, Koreans are very much influential in the pop scene, in industry, and even in the defense industry. I mean, they've been building ships, creating warplanes and all that. I mean, matik na, kumbaga sobrang ganda ng relationship natin between Korea. Ayun. As for the United States, I'm very much going to say that it's very much self-explanatory. Kasi even though it's a bit bumpy at the start, lalo na nung Philippine-American War, the fact that they have influenced our way of life, and I mean, they've influenced our way of life, and Spain did its part as well. It's not that we are indebted to them, but we appreciate that they've given us what they have, and we give them what we have. So yun. As I said, self-explanatory. So, yun lang. I have to edit both videos kasi magkaibang uh, magkaibang places to, magkaibang recordings. But yeah, I guess if I have to rate it out of 10, they get the perfect 10. Yun lang. Or maybe a 9 for the inaccuracies and the miss outs. I guess that's mostly what I can give. So, before I go, as I said, Geography Now's Philippines episode is out. You can watch it on the description below. Leave them a like as well kasi nga tinakan nila yung bansa natin, and they've tackled it very very good actually. So yun, just give them some love, yun lang. So tapusin ko na to. This is Ian, and keep your sapin sweet and your adobo salty. Until then, see you next time. Bye guys.